Hello, students of class 9 CBSE. We are here to study the bio section of class 9 CBSE. The first lesson is chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. Now let us discuss about the topic of the lesson. It consists of the words like fundamental, it is basic. Unit is the measuring substance. And life, Jeevan. Jeevan, life. The smallest thing which compose the smallest thing which compose the life is the fundamental unit. Let us suppose you have to draw a circle. And the task, you have to draw this circle with lots of dots only. Then what you have to do? You have to put the dot like this. And so on. What is this? This is a circle. And what is this dot represent? This dot represent is unit of that circle. Similarly, the unit of life. The unit of life is called cell. So what we have to study in this lesson? We have to study about the cell. So what is the cell? That is the fundamental unit of life. Cell is the fundamental unit of life. A smallest definition of cell. The fundamental unit of life is called cell. Now how this cell is discovered? It was discovered by Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke in the year 1665, he saw cork of plant. Now what is the cork? Cork is the dead part of the plant. आपने देखा है बहुत सारे बॉटल्स होते हैं उनके ऊपर कैप लगा होता है. जो कैप लगा होता है वो कॉर्क का बना होता है. When Robert observed this cork in self-made microscope, he saw there are various rooms, various chambers just as present in honeycomb. Like this. The cork is made up of various compartments or chambers just like the honeycomb. And each compartment he termed as cell. In Latin, the meaning of the cell is a little home. एक छोटा सा घर. और ऐसे छोटे छोटे से घर से मिलके क्या composed होता है? A full body structure. So this is the first important point to be noticed, that the cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. One activity is given in your book as activity 5.1 that you have to perform in laboratory. And what was that activity is? That activity is simple, that you have to make a temporary mount slide of plant peel. That onion cell slide. Onion cell peel. You have to take peel off of onion and you have to see it in the microscope after temporary mounting it. And what you observe in microscope is this. There are group of cells which arranged one upon one. It is not depend upon the size or place where we get this cell. In each and every place we get the cell of near about same composition. It means whole plant is made up of this type of the cell. Whole onion is made up of this type of the cell. Similarly, whole plant is also made up of this type of the cell. And this is called the group of cells. Group of cells. But what is the role of single cell? Is only single cell is sufficient for sustaining the life? Yes. One single cell is also able to sustain the life, such as we have the species, which we are studied in earlier classes, such as amoeba, then paramecium, then chlamydomonas, then bacterial cell. These all are the single cell, but they are able to survive the life. On the basis of this, we are able to classify the cell on the presence of the count number of cell. There are two types of the organism. One, the organism made up of single cell. They are called unicellular organism. Again, take the meaning of the term uni. Uni is the one. Ek. Cellular is the cell. Organism which is made up of only one cell is called the unicellular organism. So what is the definition for this? Organism made up of one cell or only one cell are called unicellular organism. For example, amoeba, chlamydomonas, euglena, bacteria, etc. and etc. So this is the unicellular organism. And what happens if the number of cell increases? Look after in your body. What are the number of cells present in the body? The large number of cells is present in the body. And is all the cells are same in structure and function? No. All the cells are different in structure and function, such as blood cell, or nerve cell, or sperm, ovum. All these cells are different in shape and the function. So, larger organisms, the higher organisms are the organisms which are made up of more than one type of cell, and they are called multicellular organisms. Multi means more than one. Then how we are able to define that term? Multicellular organisms are those organisms whose body is composed of more than two cells. Now here to summarize the portion. On the basis of the number of cells, there are two types of organism. One is called the unicellular organism and one is called the multicellular organism. Unicellular organisms are the amoeba, paramecium, chlamydomonas, euglena, various bacteria, etc. and etc. And multicellular organisms, the best example is us. We are the multicellular organisms. All the plants are the multicellular organisms. On the basis of the number of the cells, there are two types of organisms. One is called the unicellular and one is called the multicellular organism. Now what happened in the multicellular organism? How the cell is formed? In multicellular organism, the cell is formed by pre-existing cell. Pre-existing cells means the cells we are pre-existing, जो पहले से है, उस cells में division होगा. Division like one cell is here, then this cell is divided into two to form two cells. This cell divided again into two to form two cells, and this process is going on, and hence the number of cells increases in our body. Now what happened in our body? Now let us consider the various processes are there that you studied about in your previous classes, such as digestion, such as respiration, such as circulation. These all are the process that is important for sustaining the life. Let's imagine if the one process is absent, then what happened? What is going on in the body? If the digestion is not there, if there is no digestion, we are unable to survive. इसका मतलब हमें ये सब प्रोसेस जरूरी चाहिए हमारे बॉडी को सर्वाइव करने के लिए. But who is responsible for digestion? The name of the organ is called basically stomach. Who is responsible for respiration? The name of the organism is called that lungs. Now who is responsible for circulation? That is called the heart. If heart is able to digest the food in our body or lungs is able to circulate the blood in our body, अगर हम एक दूसरे का काम exchange कर देंगे तो क्या वो काम करेंगे? Let us say in your home also, अपने घर में भी सोचो, what is your work? तुम्हारा काम क्या है? You have to study. तुम student हो in the class 9, तुमको पढ़ना है. What is the mother's work? He has to complete household work with his other activities or the service etc etc. And what is the work of father? Father has to service करना है और कुछ household work में भी उनको help करना है. Let's change the process. Mother has to go to the school in class 9. Father has to do the whole household work, and we have to do in father place to complete the job. That is not possible. Means each one has their own work. And in biology, we call it the division of labor. Division of labor. काम का बंटवारा. सबका अपना अपना काम है and सबको अपना अपना काम करना है. So that is called the division of labor. Now define this term, division of labor. What is the division of labor? It is the term which describe the specialized function of cell organelles which comes together to ensure as performing its function. Now one new term is here that we call the cell organelle. Now what is cell organelle? Okay, before moving forward, first we have to define what a cell actually is. Now we have to come back to our basic topic, that is cell. We have to define the cell. What is cell? Cell is the smallest, as we studied earlier. Cell is the smallest structural and functional units of the body. Cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of body. Why it is called the smallest structure and functional unit of the body? Smallest, सबसे छोटा in structure, सबसे छोटा structure में है, but still it is functional, तब भी ये काम करता है. So it is defined as the smallest structure and functional unit of the body. But question is here, why it is called the smallest structure and functional unit of the body? Because it is the smallest in structure but it performs all the function of body. Okay, cell perform all the function of the body, but who perform the function of cell? Next question is there, who perform the function of cell? The function of cell is performed by cell organelles. Now let's rewind what is going on today in the class. We know what is the meaning of the topic. Then we have the definition of the term called cell. Cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of the body. Why it is called the smallest structural and functional unit of the body? Who discovered the cell? That is Robert Hooke in 1664 suddenly discovered the cell from cork cambium, and afterwards we have studied about the organism on the basis of the number of cells in the body, that is unicellular organism and multicellular organism. Then we studied about the division of liver. Now, in our next class, we have to study about the hierarchy of this living organism, how the living organisms are generated from the non-living substance to the living substance, what are the various discovered of the various part of the cell is going on, which is very important, objective type questions. And then we have studied about the cell organelle. Maybe we complete our first cell organelle, that is the plasma membrane. Goodbye. If you like Sci-Learn, please like, comment, share, subscribe and press bell icon.